Welcome to the Hidden Potential Podcast. I'm your host, Homer Hargrove, and in today's episode, we have a unique conversation in which we're going to talk about changes that we're going to make to broaden the Hidden Potential Podcast. In this episode, we're going to talk about appreciating where we've been up to this point as we talk about where we're going in the future. To kind of really just get us started, I want to talk about my heart in first creating the Hidden Potential Podcast. My heart from the beginning was to be able to talk about leadership, specifically for those really early on in the development of leadership, and it's especially when it comes to ministry. So often there's different people that have this aspiration to make a difference and feel intimidated, and I just wanted to help kind of lead along to get some of those initiatives started for a person to step forward into those roles, into those callings. And I've loved the feedback that we've had up to this point and people sharing different thoughts and opinions, and all the guests that we've been able to have been so significant and I think beneficial towards that goal of leadership. One part that I feel like I haven't been able to tap into that much, and when it comes to this podcast, is being able to reveal even just the authentic person as they are going through discovering their potential. There's so much that goes into leadership, things like hobbies and relationships and interests, and there's so much, because it's not just about leadership, it really is about the person. And my heart in this change of direction is for us to be able to really connect and grow together the best that we can. And as we start going into this new direction, we're going to be still in this theme of hidden potential, but it's going to be this broaden theme in the fact that it might be someone on our show that's sharing their experience of joining a new church. Or pursuing even like a new passion. Maybe they just start playing video games and they really like it. We're going to be talking about, things that might have been unfamiliar that we're now learning about. We might talk about politics. We might talk about what's going on in our world. We're gonna really strive to learn new things about ourselves and about the guests that we have on. We want to learn about our interests. We want to learn about what we're connected to. And I really believe that unlocking potential isn't just about leadership roles, but can be about personal growth, creativity, or even unexpected skills. And I want us to be able to go in this direction with a sense of curiosity, with a sense of openness. And I want it to also challenge our comfort zones and help us to tap into these hidden potentials that we might hear from somebody else's story and see that it might actually be applicable to our own lives. I want us to have moments of reflection and action. And at the end of the day, I feel really excited about this direction. I've had in my heart some of the things that I'm talking about. I've had in my heart to the point where I even thought, well, maybe do I need to create another podcast? But I really realized that all that I'm wanting to still talk about when it comes to these things is still about discovering those hidden potentials within us. But I really want to pursue it in an authentic way to where we can learn about one another through these conversations. I really like being able to have that sense of transparency with another person, to where we can actually be our real selves without our pretend selves. And that's my heart in us moving forward in this podcast, to really get to the things that move our hearts, that shape our character and our identities. So I'm really excited for this. And as we continue to go through new topics, I want you to feel free to write in, email, comment, whatever, of topics that you might want to go into. Whether it's a passion, a new interest, a new unexpected hobby or experience. It really is about trying to find these potential things in our lives that we may not even expect it to be so beneficial, or as we go into this path forward. So from this point forward, we'll no longer be Hidden Potential Podcasts. a guide to ministry leadership. We are going to now be the Hidden Potential Podcast, connecting and growing the best that we can. And everyone has something worth exploring. And I want you to tune in to some of the upcoming episodes that we have and explore these new areas of our podcast and to hear from the different voices. And I want you to know that from my heart, I'm genuinely excited about what we're going to be doing in this podcast further. So with that being said, I hope that what we talked about today encourages you and makes you feel excited about what we're going to be doing in the podcast. Maybe it's even inspiring you to make a change in your own life. Maybe you're realizing, man, I've been doing this certain things that I don't even feel like I want to do anymore. It's not that it was bad, but I feel like I need to change direction too. And I hope that maybe something inspired you with what we're talking about today. All that being said, if I got to make an announcement of the fact that we are about to start. My new book, Forever and Ever, is coming out. It's the release is imminent, and we are launching a workshop to go with this book. This book is really about relationships and marriage. And if you want to be a part of the workshop, we are starting this workshop on October 8th. It's going to be Tuesdays, virtually from 7:30 is the start time, and it will last approximately 60 to 90 minutes. But if you want to be a part of this workshop, go to my website, tap the tab Forever and Ever Workshop, and you can get registered. And I'm really excited for what we're going to be doing. All that being said, I hope that this episode was meaningful for you and that you're excited with me. Until next time, have a great life. Well, there you have it. I hope that this episode was meaningful and edifying for your leadership and your growth within your ministry and organization. Could you do me a favor? Could you leave a rating and review for this podcast? It'd really help me out and help others be able to see this show in their feed. You can also visit homerhargrove.com to be able to learn more, connect, or become one of our supporters. Until next time, have a great life.